OK, let's get more reaction to that defeat then. Stretty News editor Dale O'Donnell joins us now. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, Dale. Now, listen, after that win over Tottenham, United would have felt confident going into last night. What did you make of the performance?
Yeah, I think you're probably right, because there's not been many times this season where we've had a right to feel confident. We've never got going, and I think that was very much the case last night in the Champions League. You know, for the first 20, 25 minutes, I think United played well. We were in the game. We were, I think, unlucky to concede against the run of play. But we never grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. And you could hear the segment there, Ragnick complaining about the referee, who I thought was poor. But ultimately, United weren't good enough, didn't create enough chances to let it go away.
Well, the Cristiano Ronaldo debate has been going on all season. He's still Manchester United's star man, really. But do you think he'll still be at Old Trafford next season with no trophy and also the prospect of no Champions League?
Of course, his future's up in the air now. I hope so. I know a lot of people are talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, his age, but we've seen against Spurs what he can do at the highest level still. I know last night in the Champions League it didn't go his way, but in the first half you could see he played a little bit differently. He tried to influence the game differently by hitting a let go from the left. He wasn't in the box so much. But no, there's a lot of talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. I think a lot of people point fingers at him, expect him to be the fix of this mess at Manchester United. But this mess that we're seeing, the problems existed before he came, and they still remain. So I don't think he's the problem. But yeah, I would definitely like to see him at Manchester United next season.
Oh, Tom's mentioned it there. No trophies in 5 seasons, Dale. What do you put that down to?
There's a number of things. There's bad recruitment. There's people at the club that need to look at themselves. I think we've seen since Alex Ferguson retired, X amounts of managers fired. But the funny thing is that the same people are making decisions. The same people will appoint the next manager. And if you look at the businesses in the world, if you're not carrying out your job properly, something will change. That doesn't happen at Manchester United. And we have the wrong people making decisions, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So we're talking 5 years. That's probably going to go.
OK, so 5 seasons until you actually challenge for a title, you think?
3 or 4 if we're lucky. If we get a manager in that's able to deal with the way this club is being run, I think 3 or 4 would be lucky. There's so many problems that need to be fixed at Manchester United. Whether there's the will and want to do that, I don't know. There's a lot of people pointing out whether we need a new manager, but we've been here before. It's a circle, and in 3 or 4 years we could be talking about a new manager with the same people making decisions, unfortunately.
So what exactly do you think needs to change then at the club?
Manchester United need new owners. We've been saying this since fans warned the football world in 2005 about what was coming with the Glazers, and what we warned has come. We have owners who are only interested in the commercial growth of the club and not being the best football team in the world. And that's all we want. That's what the next manager at Manchester United wants, to be the best team in the world. But we're not running that way. And I don't think the right people are in place.
So if those right people aren't in place above the manager, does it almost, in your opinion, not matter who the next manager is?
No, I think there's exceptions in the managerial world, really good managers that can make that difference. We had one in the past. We had Sir Alex Ferguson, the greatest of all time in my eyes. But you look at the job to say Jurgen Klopp is doing at Liverpool. Fantastic manager. I think a manager like that can be an exception, Pep Guardiola, but there's very few of them. And I think owners like the Glazers try to find someone like that to gloss over their shortcomings on the pitch.
Now look, Mauricio Pochettino, Eric Ten Hag, both been linked with the job for quite a while now. However, both have also had disappointing Champions League campaigns. Does that change anything for you?
I don't think it should, because Manchester United, when they're planning this, need to look long term. And the Champions League is no given, as we've learned in recent years. You know, PSG got knocked out to Real Madrid, one of the greatest teams in the Champions League. And of course, Eric Ten Hag is managing an Ajax team who he's overachieved with in the past by bringing them to the semi-finals of the Champions League. So you could look at that as much as you could look at last night's defeat to Benfica. What you need to look at is what these coaches bring to the table, their style of football, what they've done at their current jobs and in the past. And I think Eric Ten Hag and Mauricio Pochettino are 2 managers that deserve to be leading the race for the Manchester United job. And I certainly wouldn't mind Thomas Tuchel either.
Well, keep your hands off Tuchel, Dale.
It's an interesting one there, though, because you'd be happy. It sounds like you'd be happy with Pochettino or Ten Hag, and you've thrown Tuchel's name in there as well. Do you think it is as simple as, you know, now that you can potentially throw Tuchel in, do you think it is just those three?
Yeah, possibly. I think there might be a few kind of other names, options like Luis Enrique, but I think when it comes to who I think could get the job in the summer, it'll be Pochettino or Eric Ten Hag. I think they're looking most likely. I think a lot of people have opinions on who they think should get it, but for me, personally, I think they're two fantastic managers. Pochettino is someone who I previously tipped as a good candidate for the Manchester United job. I think in recent years, some people are kind of leaning towards Eric Ten Hag now, but personally, either or. I will go back to what I said previously, that there's such a big job at Manchester United that it's not just down to finding an elite manager. They need to get a lot more right. They need to show that their main focus is in the right place and not just making money.
Dale, great to speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much.